back to the Texas women. So, Danny, you brought them up and mentioned that they're arguably the best team in the Big 12. Certainly, they're tied for the lead now after that win over OU. They've been up and down though. I mean, they have 6 losses. Kind of, we were talking about it on Sunday, you and I, just about uh, not always knowing which team was going to show up for either Texas or Baylor. Um, so Vic Schaefer though has taken these Longhorns to the Elite Eight each of his first 2 years. So what are the odds that that happens again, that they make another deep run in the tournament?
I think I've said this a couple times. I mentioned it yesterday. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if Texas makes it to the Final Four this year. I also wouldn't be surprised they lost in the second round. I mean,
Yeah.
they have been a little erratic this year. The last 2 years, Vic has managed to get everyone on the right page in March, and they've gotten hot, especially that 2021 team that came in as a 6 seed and got to the Elite Eight. I mean, I think last year was a little bit more expected because that was a team that got really, really hot going into the postseason. So I think what Texas fans and Vic are banking on is that this team that has a lot of fresh faces this season. They're playing 4 transfers. They're starting 3 transfers, and then their first person off the bench is another transfer. Their second person off the bench is a freshman. And they have another freshman who's a heavy rotation player. So they have a lot of new faces. And I think Vic is just hoping that by the time March gets around, this team is gelled. They're kind of, feeling each other out, feeling the way he wants them to play, especially defensively, and that they can, get hot again. We talk about how erratic they've been, and that's true. I think, as I mentioned earlier, I think you kind of have to throw 3 of those losses out. They count. You can't say that the loss to UConn didn't happen. You can't say the loss to Marquette and Louisville didn't happen, but it matters that Rory wasn't playing in those games, and that this is not the same team without their All-American candidate point guard running the show. Since she plays 40 minutes a game, is probably their best defender and is obviously their offensive catalyst. So, but Rory was on the floor for that Oklahoma State loss. She was on the floor for that Texas Tech loss. So this team can lose with her in the lineup. They have played a lot worse on the road than they have at home, although they played well this past Sunday at Baylor, even though that's, a 90-minute drive from Austin. It's not that huge of a road game, but that's still hostile grounds. So they played really well at home. They've beat the snot out of some ranked Big 12 teams at home, and but they're going to have to go on the road at some point to prove themselves, and we'll see if they can finally find some consistency on the road. Because even last night, Vic was kind of getting made fun of by the media because he came into the post-game press conference after they beat number 14 Oklahoma by 20 points, never trailed, and Vic had a laundry list of things he was upset about. And it was like, all right, man, enjoy this team. But I mean, I guess that's what makes a good coach. You can nitpick about even a blowout win. So we'll see if they can find that consistency and just kind of gel. But I have a feeling they'll probably be, in form and what people are expecting Texas to be come March.
Yeah, I was impressed with him on Sunday, and certainly Rory is, one of the best point guards in the country, I would say. Not a great 3-point shooter, but I don't know that she has to be for this team. I mean, they have other shooters, and she can get to the rim. She can really facilitate the offense. I mean, she's fun to watch.